Hey, it's wonderful to see you again. How are you? Good, good. Did you play this week? Yeah? What did you shoot? Was it a competitive round or just a regular round? Oh, why did I say competitive? Because on this show, I have for you the one and only Good Life Games director for golf here in Florida, Mr. Charles Hayes. Good afternoon, golf fans. B-Man, that's right, bmangolftti. Welcome to the show. One of an iconic Pinellas County man of La Mancha, I say. Runner of the Good Life Games golf portion in the state of Florida, Charlie Hayes. Charlie, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fine. How you doing?
I'm doing outstanding. Good to talk to you. Wow. You do a whole lot for golf in the community, and I really want the people to know before I ask you questions, because I don't want you to just be Mr. Automatic. This is special to me. Good Life Games and your plight of how you've gotten here. And I understand you used to be a track coach. I didn't know that.
Yes, I did. I up in the Boston public school system, I was a track and field coach from 1974 till I retired.
Oh my word!
And, yeah, Dorchester High School. I started coaching at the Grover Cleveland Middle School.
Yes, sir.
And then I worked my way up to the high school level.
All right.
And I was there.
All right.
My wife is tutoring me from the other room. I don't know what she's saying, though.
That's all right. In that area, there's some athletes came out of that area, I know, because I was running track in 73, 74. I will tell you this. In high school, the reason I got picked up is I ran 14-1 in high school.
Mm-hmm.
In the
high hurdles?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I figured that out.
Yep.
That's a fact. Yeah. 13-2, 14, that's high hurdle time for really good runners.
Back then. And my lowest, I'm going to take it. They said wind dated. They go wind dated. Well, not really. But, yeah, well, you said wind dated. 13-6. So I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it.
One of my best friends who I communicate with came in 4th place in the Mexican Olympics, and Leon Coleman. He was a running partner of mine, not running, like a pal, buddy.
Yeah, yeah.
And we still communicate. But I saw how hard he worked to get down to that level. So then, I can understand that was tough. The high hurdles weren't my forte. When I was running, it was still low hurdles. You had a choice. Go ahead.
I had to learn that lead leg, how to get it down, and how to push and not slip off of it, but how to push. So your body lean is a timing mechanism. And the coach wanted you to raise, what they taught me is to raise your shoulders when you go over a hurdle and not lower your shoulders when you go over the hurdle.
Okay.
If you raise your shoulders, your head will stay level. So you're raising your shoulder and your head stays level as you're in the air. And that was so key, it made it easier to clear the things. So I remember little techniques like that. It was pretty cool.
That's very good technique.
Yeah. So back to you and golf. Let's go with how old were you when you first started playing golf? Let's start there.
Well, I was 61 years old when I first started playing.
Stop.
And we just moved down here from Massachusetts and went to a mobile home park. And in the mobile home park, there was a set of clubs. So my experience before that was basically miniature golf. And I hadn't really thought about playing golf. Matter of fact, when I was coaching cross country, I told someone the other day, I coached on a golf course because we used to run cross country on the golf course.
Oh wow!
Never played on that golf course, and it's a pretty well known golf course at Franklin Park. And I went back last year as kind of a bucket list item with one of my runners who's now in his 40s. Invited me to play with him at that golf course.
Oh wow!
And it was very special to have played golf on that course after coaching there for over 20 years. And the course is still there. It was Tiger Woods and a lot of other old golfers. That was I think it was the second golf course in the country. And it has historical value. It's on Franklin Park, and I got the name on my tower, but we used to go there for picnics, and we used to go there for refreshments. It was a zoo, right at the zoo.
Oh, wow.
And we never really knew the significance of the golf course. But it's in the black community, but everybody from all over the city and state used to come up there. And they had a couple of PGA tournaments there. It was when golf first came to the United States, that was one of the sites that was chosen by the people who did the golf courses in Europe,
yes,
in England, Scotland,
yes,
to put it here. So I think the first one was in New York, but I'm not sure, and the second was in Boston.
Oh my goodness, history, like you said. Okay, now, what has golf meant to you personally all these years?
Well, all these years, the last few years, basically, it was a new start and a new hobby. And it was probably a hobby that I didn't know how much I was going to appreciate it until I stuck with it. And I didn't get so down because it's a tough game to learn from scratch at my age. I mean, I watched a lot of it on television after I got to playing it. And I saw a lot of it before I knew what it was all about. But I got into it when I started seeing Arnold Palmer and Lee Elder and Jack Nicklaus and Gary Player, and they gave me something to look forward to because I knew they were really good.
Wow.
But then after Tiger came along, and I have to tease my son. I said, "Son, you're older than Tiger Woods."
Yeah.
he's in his mid-40s, and I don't even, I couldn't even introduce him to golf when he was coming up.
Yeah.
Because he played soccer, and I was a track coach.
Yeah.
And those kind of things. So just to be able to now at this time of my life be able to have something to pass on, and to enjoy with people my age, and to share in the laughter and the talking trash, and just it's a lot. It's like having a hobby that is physical, mental, spiritual, and aesthetic. Because some of those golf courses, I mean, I've played in different states, in different parts of this state, and why would I even go to those places if it wasn't for golf?
Right. Well, now let me ask you this: from the experiences that you've had, because you've had some really good ones, if you had to give a golfer, beginner, intermediate, even an advanced player, what tip would Charlie Hayes give that golfer?
Oh, an advanced player? I probably to me, think the first thing you have to do is try to accept the fact that you're inexperienced and you're learning, and all the trials and tribulations that you've gone through, how that affected you.
Yes.
Or myself. So when I see somebody who's more advanced than myself and they're going through those things, I say, well, can I talk to him, or could I make a suggestion, or should I just leave him alone because he's been playing longer? So I think the whole thing is you get to recognize personalities, and you say, well, what are we out here for? This person's shooting in the low 80s, low 70s, and I'm still yet to break 90. So what am I going to say to this person? But the thing, it turns out, is like one fella that I played with recently, he came down with cancer.
Oh.
And he had been playing a lot longer than me, and he loved to be in the game. And he was sick because he was taking chemo, and he was coming out and doing the best he can. And basically, he was having trouble. And I went in my pocket and I gave him a religious medal, like St. Anthony's or something that I got from my in-laws.
Yes.
That I used to carry. And I gave it to him, and I said, I can really feel what you're going through, and I want you to know you have my support. But I want you to take this as a ball marker, and every time you look at it, just remember the spiritual value that you have given to people who play with you, and that we're here for you so that you can do something positive as to,
Mm-hmm.
while you're still playing, when anybody else would be home suffering and feeling sorry, but yet you come out every day, and he said, that's all I got to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that I have done to somebody who was a lot better golfer than I was, but he just needed some support. As far as game support, I learned a long time ago not to throw my clubs. It's not the club. Well, I can tell the younger people that.
Oh, yes.
Don't throw your clubs. And what I read about that was never throw it behind you. Always throw it in the direction you're headed.
Wow, what a tip. That is super. Oh, man.
I stopped that. I stopped throwing the clubs.
Well, good.
But it was so frustrating.
There you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you met Mr. Charles Hayes, and he is one of a kind, and his tip is just going to blow your minds, I guarantee you. Stay tuned, listen in. Charlie, I appreciate you coming on the show today.
Appreciate you too.
Always a pleasure.
See you soon.
See. So, all right. What did you think of Charles Hayes? Yeah, that's what I try to do. Bring you entertaining guys that give you some great information, not only about themselves, but stuff to help you in golf, and where us old people can go if we still have some competitiveness in our system. You want to get in touch with Charlie Hayes. Yes, you do. All right. That's the show. And you know what I always say? Putt him like you own him and rock the baby.